Hey guys, so I'm here once again just to kind of give you another weekly update as well as a daily update. So this week from last week, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see everything that I'm seeing. But this week from last week, the numbers, are very steady. They're moving forward. I'm very happy. I'm not seeing this decrease or slowdown that some people, are thinking. So this is the 7-day update. New listings in the last 7 days, we've had over 1,100. Last week we had almost 1,400. So I mean, it's slowed down slightly, but barely at all if you really want to talk about that. When I'm looking at price decreases, that also went down, which is a good thing. It means houses are pretty much staying steady in their current price range on the market. So we went from almost 1,400 last week to not even 1,100 decreases this week. Houses coming back to the market that were temporarily off the market and are now coming back on the market, that went down, but we still see some coming in, so that's really, really good. We went from 721 last week to 513 houses back on the market this week. That's awesome. So when it comes to sold listings, numbers always fluctuate here. It just depends on when houses actually close. Last week was 1,800 closings. This week we've had almost 1,200 closings. That is just absolutely phenomenal. So expired listings, this is actually really interesting to me because the number for expired listings last week was in the 200s. And this week we're not even 100. So that's awesome. We haven't had very many expired listings. People are either renewing them, they could be withdrawing or canceling them. But we'll talk about those numbers because those have also decreased as well. So as far as pendings, once again, those are people who have found the house that they wanted. They've gone ahead and gone under contract for it. Last week, we had 1,300 pendings. This week, we're 1,228 pendings. So buyers are buying. That's really, really good. I'd love to see that number stay high. Houses that have gone temporarily off the market, last week, there were a little over 300. This week, there's only 200. So that's awesome because people aren't getting as scared as they were before. As far as withdrawals, last week we were right around 90. And this week we're at 66. So people aren't withdrawing from the market. That's awesome. And canceled, same idea. So last week we were at 364. And this week we're only at 235. So people are staying on the market as opposed to taking their house off the market. Now I'm going to switch this to today, so we can see today's numbers. This time last week, we had 58 new listings on the day, and today we have 39 new listings, so that's really awesome. We're seeing houses hit the market again. As far as price decreases, last week at this time, it was 69. This week it's 59 as of today. So, I mean, that number is just going to always be right there. If you're not pricing the house properly, we are going to have to do decreases. So unfortunately, that's a number we do look at. Now, as far as houses that went back on the market, only 22 went back on the market today. This time last week, it was 44. Houses sold is about the same number, which I really, really like to see. Last week, we had 89 closings last Tuesday, and this Tuesday, we're already at 91 closings. Now, as far as solds go, we do have a 24-hour time period to go ahead and get it into the MLS as sold. So that doesn't mean it's sold today. It means it's sold within the last 24 hours till now. Expireds, I'm really happy to see that. That number went down. So we had 9 last week, and this week we have 6. Pendings is a good number. We like to see this stay pretty, steady. Last week we were at 71. This week we're already at 53 for today. Temporarily off the market homes, that is a huge price decrease. That's split in half. So last week we had 15 houses temporarily off the market, and this week we only have 7 as of the 1-day mark. And withdrawals, it's about the same. Last week was 5 and this week is 4. Canceled is also about the same. Last week was 12 and this week is 15. So what that means to me, I'm going to switch this back. What that means to me, once again, is simple. It means houses are selling, buyers are buying. We just need to get out there and find you the proper home. So thank you for watching once again, and I look forward to working with you.